you're tuned into Janimation. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chancellor Jackson and I'm going to show you how to do some quick ZBrush sculpts today. I'm a character modeler and I just recently graduated from Los Angeles Film School with my bachelor's degree in animation. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so what I like to start off with is going to my spotlight and putting in an image, a reference image of any kind. For the reference image I'm using, it's going to be Black Girl Fly. It's a drawing that I made a minute ago, and I'm going to be showing you how to make this drawing in 3D. It's a Disney style. So what you do is you click the reference, you add it to the spotlight, and you just scale it down to where just about where you want. Usually I bring down the opacity as well. The background opacity, if it's black, it erases it, makes it opaque. But for now, we're just gonna bring the opacity down. And then I like to bring in a subtool, and I pinned maybe a sphere or a square, but in this case I'm gonna do a sphere. So it's gonna bring in the cylinder as well. It's okay, we'll just delete that. And then we have our sphere, and we want to translate it. There we go. So like I said, the arrows are definitely my favorite way to transpose. We're gonna append another sphere in. What I like to do is I like to leave the sphere inside of the inside of my subtools just to duplicate it. And as you can see, we're just blocking out the shape, keeping it really simple. So we're just putting in basic geometry, taking that lasso tool, masking out the edges, pushing the edges in. You click Control to switch between masking from masking one section of it to inverse it. You hit Control and you hit the side. You don't touch the mesh. Then we're gonna bring in some more shapes. We're gonna flatten that sphere and bring in the ear. And then what we wanna do is mirror and weld. Mirror and weld is in the modify topology. Nicely edge it over. So as you can see, we're getting that shape down. And what we always wanna do is keep our files named. We wanna know exactly what each piece is. So we're gonna get that eye shape going. Take another sphere I duplicated. Gonna nudge it forward, nudge it into its space. And I think I'm gonna flatten the face so that we can get more of a head shape going. Gonna block that part out, take a perfect circle, block it out. Just to get that head shape going in the back of the head, that head bump. When working on a reference, usually you want a 3-point reference, a side, front, and like a tilted side angle, maybe the back angle as well. But right now we're just working with a flat 2D drawing. And we're just adjusting, making sure we get that shape down. And mirror and weld. Keeping that naming convention. The naming convention is very important when you're working in a pipeline. When you're working with others, making sure that they know what it's called, very important. Making sure they know what it is, because otherwise it's just going to be variations of the same name. PM 3D sphere 3D 3 4 5 6 7. So I take Control and Alt to delete. You hide it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete the hidden. We're gonna come over and delete the hidden. and then extend the neck. And this is Disney style, so with Disney style, everything is exaggerated. The neck isn't that narrow, isn't that like cylinder-like, but we want it that way for Disney style because we want to get that cartoony feel in a 3D mesh. So I'm using the move tool here. Some hotkeys for the move tool is B+M+V. Automatically bring up the move tool. A hot tool for the DamStandard, which is like sharp edges, and I haven't used it yet. It's B+D+S. Key for the flatten tool is B+F+A. And I'll put the hot tools in my descriptions. The blue in ZBrush makes it just, it looks cool more than it does anything for you, but you can obviously see the contrast difference very well. And we're blocking out that nose next. Taking the sphere like everything else and just blocking it out. Gonna bring the opacity down a little. I like to center it. And then we're gonna name it. Keep our naming conventions like always. We're just gonna start blocking it out again. In the reference, each shadow means that something is indented. So we got that flatten tool going. Like I said, the key for that is B+F+A, B and V for the move tool. And we're just matching it up to the drawing. When you have a flat drawing, you get really creative in ZBrush. That's when the creativity really flourishes. And the study of the human head really flourishes as well. Because when you don't have the other references, images from somebody who's doing the character design, then you gotta manipulate the rest of the face so it looks like it's still the character, but a 3D version of that. You saw the density was super high. We just Z-remesh it, bring it down 0.5 or 1 unit so that the geometry is a lot cleaner. So you see the spaces? The spaces in between the eyes mean that when it's Z-remeshed from this super dense level, it's too far away. So it's not Z-remeshing together. So what I need to do is I need to solo the eyes and adjust them. I don't wanna, if it's too strong, you just take your focal shift down, your draw size as well. We're just gonna push it until it connects. You see that gap? We're gonna push it until it connects with the mesh. What I did to make sure that this was a different layer, I masked it and then I added a polygroup. It's to the right hand side. Go to polygroup and mask and polygroup my mask, and it separates the meshes into their own separate polygroups. And like I said, we're just edging it out, making sure all of it is linked so that when we dynamesh it, it all becomes one. And then we can get the eyelids going. And we're dynamesh it. Smooth everything out. And next we're gonna start on the lips. As you can see, it's really raunchy right now. It's obviously too big. Her is that they are big. So we're gonna fluff them up. We're gonna use Inflate. We're gonna use DamStandard to get the detail out. I'm going to show you how to make the eyelashes now. So you go to that gear key in the corner, you go to bend arc, and you pull it down. So you get that arc going. Twist it and attach it to your eyelid. So what I want to do is curve the eyelash to my eyeball. So that's what you're seeing right now. Making sure that it wraps around my eyeball nicely. And I'm clicking Control on the mesh to make sure that the mask is smooth. It's not too intense. And we're just transposing it to get that under eyelash feel. Using the move tool to really etch it out. And when we have something we really like, we're gonna mirror and weld it. Merge them together and then mirror and weld. The mirror and weld is the topology section of everything. And from here on out, it's all about detail. It's all about shaping her up, making sure that she has a great structure. And this is where the study of a human skull comes into play. Get the definition of her eyelids going, cheekbones, making sure her chin and everything, her lips line up and look aesthetically pleasing. We're gonna bump that nose out. I didn't really like the nose, but you're gonna give that, you know, Disney style look for the nose. They like button noses. And we're gonna follow the reference for the eyebrows as well. Click Control and click on the mask part to make the edges sharp. And you go over to Extract, point to, look at it. You see I masked the back as well. I'm gonna delete that back part. And as you can see, you want to be able to manipulate her face when she's animated. So that's why you want to get the eyebrows above the arch. It's not too flat and not too curved. I'm gonna flatten it out. It's more of a dynamic feel for her bridge, the bridge of her nose. But next we want to get the details of the ears going. Like I said, it's a Disney style, so it's more cartoon. I love her ears. Right now, I'm really liking the way she's coming out. Just gonna touch her up a little. Make sure her features line up a little more. And we're gonna get the hair blocked out. I want it sharp. I'm gonna use a square tool. I'm gonna go in and manipulate it from there. Lasso, hold, and drag around to make a clean cut. And you always want to hold CTRL+ALT if you want to take away from the masking. If you want to add to the masking, you can just hold Control. Like I said, I want a sharp one. I think that's looking good. You hit Shift to when you're dragging it around. Hit Shift to get it locked in. We want to make it sharper. Click Control. And we've got our block out for her hair. It's looking good, right? Now we're gonna get the shapes going for her hair. And for this, I'm gonna use another sphere, and we're gonna make softer Kodak knots. We want it to feel fluffy. As you can see, it's not looking great, but you'll love the end. The end product always comes along. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate these, and we're just gonna drag it along and manipulate it. Changing the pivot point. And some more. I'm gonna go all the way around. And what I'm doing is just transposing a nice rounded, fluffy looking fro. We're gonna just clean it up. And we pretty much got our basic shape down. And it's ready to be painted. And you can paint it in Substance Painter. You can paint it in Unreal. Just with the material editors, you can use the materials in Maya as well. But that's her. Tune in again. I hope you guys stay. I hope you guys subscribe. Just to let you guys know, I'll be bringing more content to you very soon. I'm a free man now. Got my bachelor's degree. I'm just gonna be pushing content, finding my next step. Somebody hit up Disney, let them know. I'm on the way, right there. Letting you guys know how to do it from an industry professional standard.